Kind Hearts Coronets, a classic Ealing comedy made in 1949. And I remember I saw probably the first pre-release of it in, I think it was 1956, 1957. I was knocked out by it. I thought it was wonderful. And a friend of mine said that he wanted to go to see a film. And so I said, well, you must go and see Kind Hearts Coronets. Guinness is absolutely brilliant in it. You'll love it. So off he went. And when he came back, I said, so, how did you find it? And he said, well, yes, I thought it was terrific. Yes, he said, but I didn't think Guinness was that special. And then it turned out that he thought that Guinness was the rather droll Dennis Price, who was playing the constant character through it. And all the characters that Guinness was playing, because he played everything else in the film, all his character parts, he thought were different people, which kind of underlines exactly what I felt about it. And it's Guinness at his chameleon-like best. Jules, made by François Truffaut, who for me was the king of the Nouvelle Vague. And the Nouvelle Vague, of course, was right at the time for me when I was at drama school, and we all thought that if it was happening in France now, it would be happening in England tomorrow. We were not correct, I'm afraid. We did get Woodfall, which was interesting, but we didn't really have an explosion like the Nouvelle Vague in British filmmaking, because we were still connected too much, in a sense, with America. But this is for me, it was a great film. And I have to say that I'm probably talking quite personally, because it was a perfect film to see in my 20s. I went to see it every Sunday afternoon for 7 weeks running when I was at the Royal Academy. And it was like a pilgrimage until, though I didn't speak French, I spoke every line of it, and I knew every line what it meant by the time I'd finished seeing it. So I didn't have to look at the subtitles anymore. It's with Oscar Werner, Henri Serre, and of course the great Jean Moreau. An incredible threesome, and the subject matter was perfect for somebody who was 20 years old as well, because it had a philosophical content, and it was somehow created a completely different, wonderful reality than I'd ever seen on film. And at the same time, it was an enormously joyous film. It was very amusing, it was very funny, it was very moving. And it's a true epiphany, as far as I was concerned. And I longed and longed for this sort of film to be made in this country. We've had a stab at it a few times along the way. But as I say, there was never a movement in the same way as the Nouvelle Vague. But for me, this was the blossoming, was the flower of the lot.